All right. Hello, Internet. We are so motherfucking back again with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Utopia. Thank you for standing by this session. Oh man, I'm just gonna say it right fucking now. This session is gonna be really special. I'm looking forward to it. We've got a lot of stuff planned for today. My name is Stratos underscore LOL, aka Oliver. I've been streaming the campaign since we started this. I made all the maps on Roll20. I play all the NPCs, and I'm glad to be back once again with the homies. Once again, I'm really excited for this one. Speaking of the homies, let's introduce them now. Today, we will start with Midoriya. Introduce yourself and your character, please.
What? Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. My name is Ventibird, and I play our Venusaur Midoriya.
Keeping the intro short and sweet, I see. Thank you, Midoriya. Next
I
up,
like pumpkins.
yeah, I would hope so.
No, fuck you.
All right, thank you. Next up, let's try Cobalt. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aaron. I play our leader of the team, Cobalt. He's a shiny Lycanroc. As of now, he's kind of just going about it. Give the team their due diligence.
It would appear he's got his work cut out for him then. But thank you, Cobalt. Next up is going to be Aotsuki. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, my name is Sap, and I play Aotsuki. She is the former maid, now, I guess, unofficial psychologist.
Yep, that is what she do. Thank you, Aotsuki. Last but not least, we have Zephyr, our special boy. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, girl.
Hello, everybody. I am Havoco3235, and I play our boisterous Rufflet Zephyr, who, I ran away last episode. You sure did, buddy. You sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's off in the middle of nowhere right now.
As punishment,
So,
Midoriya will make him listen to Barbie Girl nonstop for 24 hours.
That sounds like the ultimate punishment.
Is it?
I've seen it.
Is it at least the
I've
COD
seen, like,
Zombies version?
No.
Damn it.
Bro, I like Barbie. What the fuck do you... I like that song. I can listen to that shit.
Then why do you have it as a punishment?
Because he doesn't like the song.
Fair enough. All right, thank you. Wow, this was literally the least scuffed intro. Thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and do the recap. So, in our last episode, Team New Dawn went to Sky Tower again, helped Rayquaza, who was getting trolled by Hoopa, who is a child. A legendary Pokemon Mega evolving to take down a child, and he still failed. Interesting. But anyways,
It definitely hurt Zephyr's view of the big guy.
well, Zephyr got hurt in other ways too. We saw Taka and Mac evolve, yay! But Zephyr got jealous, boo. And yeah, he's not doing well emotionally right now, which we will elaborate on. Zephyr, did you want to add anything to that?
Fuck all you for making me feel small.
Yeah, there it is.
You say that, but like Cobalt's like the only one of the team that hasn't said shit.
Yeah. So
I mean, true is just
it's not at anyone in particular. He's just he's feeling angsty.
Cough, cough, Midoriya calling him little in the infirmary. Cough, cough.
That's true.
And then Aotsuki, kind of got into his business, but that's neither here nor there.
Little? Yeah, you're a little fucking bitch.
God damn, get fucked. All right, let's get you to the door before we kill each other.
No poke beans for you today, Midoriya.
All right. Sorry. Let me open my. I have a guys. You're not gonna believe this. I have a motherfucking script this time.
Good
My
night.
God.
Okay. So, starting the session proper. Today's session will take place. I want to say 2 days after Cobalt's conversation with Zephyr, which happened off screen. And I'm gonna say that happened at the same time that Midoriya confronted Ryu.
Yeah.
So and
Because why
now,
not?
which means it has been 2 or 3 days overall since Zephyr ran away. Has not made an appearance since.
Midoriya's honestly tempted to smack Ryu, but he's like, do I value my life?
I mean, you could have had him do it. Ryu wouldn't have done anything, but yeah.
Yeah, but Midoriya doesn't know. They doesn't trust Ryu.
Yeah,
Like,
fair enough.
I've seen the shit. I've seen the damage you can do. Do I want to be in that position?
Before
Probably
I
not.
do have dialogue for Taka and Mac, but before I do any of that, I'm gonna let the player characters go first. So while I go grab something, so I'll be right back.
Go on, guys. You can't have me start it all off for you anymore.
We do. We kind of lost without you. What?
Exactly.
Guys, come on, guys, come on! I've had my
I
headset
can't even
on the
move
whole
Midoriya. So
What do you mean? What do you mean
No,
you can't
I
move
think-
Midoriya?
No,
I
guys,
can't
guys,
move him.
Oh my god!
guys, I think the silence works though.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Can you move him now?
Well, my
Yeah.
stuff isn't working. It's not loading. So I can't do shit. So have fun.
I mean, it's okay. It's not like you. It's okay. You can still fucking RP. God damn it!
Midoriya is just gonna leave his room quietly. He hasn't told anyone about his confrontation with Ryu.
Like I said, if no one has inspiration, I have stuff for that Taka and Mac can say to start things off. So
Good morning, you four.
One.
Good morning. Have you
Still
guys
no
missed
sign of
me?
him?
Returning it.
Huh?
yeah, what'd you say, Aaron?
So I could technically say we can say Wolf's coming back just as now. Everybody's kind of.
Well, I said. Well, I guess. Do you mean like coming back from doing Cobalt stuff? Uh oh. I think Cobalt do sued.
Oh no.
No.
Well, while we're waiting on him, Midoriya's gonna look at Aotsuki. How are you this morning?
Worried, so
Aren't we
You
all?
know.
What if he's hurt?
probably not as much as. What if he's all sorts of things?
I know. I mean, he's reckless. He could charge straight into danger, and I'll never see him again. Oh. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna wait for Cobalt before I do Taka and Mac's thing.
Yeah, Midoriya's just gonna talk to Aotsuki.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't really know what to do. I feel like I should go after him, but I don't even know where he is. And I doubt he wants to see me.
Well, do you want to see him?
I do, but Cobalt's right. He needs space, even if I'm worried sick about him, and even if I think he's reckless and sometimes a moron. Aren't we all?
Yeah, I have my moments, I'm sure.
I had mine a little while ago. Huh.
What happened?
Well, Cobalt's not paying attention.
Yeah, he's doing
Or-
Cobalt stuff over here.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck Aaron was trying to say earlier. So I don't know if Cobalt is even back yet.
I think he DC'd, but yeah.
I have no idea. Midoriya kind of like looks a little nervous. I may or may not have confronted someone. And, it may or may not have been Ryu. And we may have gotten into an argument. I was arguing. He seemed a little not caring. So there's that.
Go
I
on.
may have blamed him for this whole thing. I don't know what else to do. I don't know who to blame, what to blame. I don't know what started it. I just assumed that he lost to Ryu and then suddenly, bam, it started. He doesn't tell me this stuff. He's always worried about me.
I
Makes me
don't
feel
think
like
he tells anyone this kind of stuff.
I know, but he's
first.
always spent his life worrying about me, protecting me. I kind of feel like a lousy trainer and partner.
Well, obviously I don't know him as well as anyone else, so I can't say anything about that, but you know it wasn't Ryu's fault, right?
I don't know. I don't know when this started.
At the very least, it started before he fought Ryu. He's been worried about this for a while. I mean, he blew up at me when I tried to find out what he was worried about, but he's been off for a while.
I never noticed. I'd only noticed after the Ryu thing. That's when I assumed.
I understand, but like, doesn't
No,
matter if it was Ryu's fault at all. Either way, you know.
I know. I don't know what to do.
Well, first, you should
I'm
decide
not
if you want.
apologizing.
Okay. That is something you have to decide to do. I can't tell you to do it and it mean anything.
Well, I
So
know. I really don't want to go see him right now.
okay, well, we'll unpack that later.
Yeah, much later. Preferably never. Hopefully I'll never run into him
you don't.
again. And no, I'll never run into him again. And we pretend we don't exist to each other.
The tournament.
I broke my ankle. Ow! He just lays on the floor dramatically. Ow! Oh, it
You and
hurts!
I have both undergone training on first aid, so you know I know you're lying.
Oh, suddenly I have amnesia. I can't remember. Oh, the pain! Make it stop!
As someone who has amnesia, that
Oh
doesn't
shit!
work either.
Sorry. Oh, I'm just making mistake after mistake.
I'm not upset. I'm just telling you, trying to get out of it won't work. You're gonna have to face him eventually, but it doesn't have to be right now.
Never would be preferably. Also, I thought you were gonna
Well,
say I was disappointed and I was going to cry, not gonna lie. I hate when people are disappointed in me.
Noted, but I'm not gonna pull that yet.
Oh, shut up.
I will if you try to get out of dealing with whatever happened between you and Ryu. Eventually, but again, it doesn't have to be right now.
Hey, that window still has a Zephyr-sized hole. You think I'll fit through there
What
if I
the?
jump out?
Midoriya?
All right.
Oh,
I'm not entailing that. Is Cobalt here? I noticed he.
well, he's gonna fucking jump. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter, you stupid bitch. What the fuck?
Cobalt.
Is Aaron alive?
He's on roll 20.
Aaron.
I'm assuming Discord's fucking up on him.
Yeah. Well, also, why the fuck is his thing Greg?
What? You're not in the Greg
What the-
clan?
No, what the fuck is that?
That's something called Mox Cord, apparently.
What?
Mox. I don't know what. I don't know who Mox Cord is.
I don't know, and I don't care. It's funny looking though. Greg.
Greg.
Yeah, I
Shut
just
the fuck
googled.
up. You're not even part of this right now.
Yeah, I just googled it.
I know.
It doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Aaron Dissinger.
God damn! Pig. Stanky boy.
Bruh, Zephyr fixes his technological issues, and then everyone else starts having them.
Right?
It's a curse.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. As soon as me or Havoco have a good time, everyone else has bad time.
It's like it's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. It's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh over again. Zach gets a PC, and suddenly a life-altering event happens and prevents us from playing for a year.
And then his PC fucks up.
Yeah.
And it prevents us from playing again.
Yeah.
Also,
For another year.
yeah, speaking of it, Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, I'll just listen in next week if we're doing it next week.
I fucking hope we are.
Me too. I'll just be listening in because then all you'll hear in the background is, "Oh no, he's gonna get me!" Avica will be dueling someone, and I'll be screaming bloody murder as something mauls me to death in a game.
Yeah.
Because I'll just be in the background,
Or
I'll be asleep.
good.
One of we'll figure out which one I'll be.
Cobalt.
Okay, is it might be a Discord thing. What? Okay, I seriously need to get my eyes fucking checked. Because that's not what I
Sorry,
thought
guys.
you said, Oliver.
Huh?
I thought that said, "Are you my good boy?" I was like, "What the fuck?" No,
Get the fuck out.
my eyes.
I'm
No,
deleting.
I'm leaving. Yeah,
I'm
goodbye.
deleting Midoriya from the campaign. God damn it. Wait, Cobalt, did you?
Venti?
Cobalt, did you knock you over your
Are
fucking?
you in the gutter again?
Yeah, she's in Brazil.
Mm.
Oh, Cobalt might have knocked over. Or,
Can I come back yet?
Cobalt, you might have muted
Yeah,
your
you
headset.
can.
I'm sorry. That's legit what I read,
you
and
have
then
to
I
rejoin-
reread it. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So I saw you move.
Hang
Cobalt, so
on.
it's not your internet. So it's Discord or your headset.
Let me.
He moved his character.
Can I? I'm gonna type in the roll20 and
Yeah, go
see if
for
he
it.
can respond there.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm afraid to
There
say
he is.
There it is.
There he
Hello.
is. There he is. There he is.
You good?
Hello.
I don't. My internet's going to hold.
Okay.
I can hear. We can hear you now.
Yeah. So let's do this while
Yeah.
while you're still here.
Yeah. How much?
Midoriya just confessed he may have confronted Ryu and lashed out at him and blames him for Zephyr, and then he and Aotsuki had a talk about how it wasn't Ryu's fault because he thinks Cobalt wasn't listening. And now he is going to pretend that he and Ryu don't know each other, and he's like, "I am never going to exist to him again. I will avoid him for the rest of all time, if I have to, if I can."
So, no, that's no, because Cobalt wasn't there at all. So
Okay, so yeah, Cobalt wasn't there. We were correct. So yeah, Midoriya is just
Where is he?
doing
he
Cobalt
means.
things.
I was gonna say. I think he means he was flagging.
just not getting back from talking to Zephyr.
Oh yeah, that would have been a
no.
long trip.
What? But
Well,
we
We
literally
realized
opened the
how far he
session saying that it's 2 days after that event happened.
Yeah. Wait. Are you saying it took
Yeah, but
Cobalt
he was
2
still
days to come
tracking
home?
him.
Would it take Cobalt 2 days
That's
to?
that,
Oh, I guess.
that's
You know what? Fuck it. Let's say Cobalt just got back.
you
Okay.
did say
Whatever.
he was up near north.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Let's say. God
He
damn
was
it.
Yeah.
in the north region, so
Okay, Cobalt doesn't have wings. Zephyr does.
unless we're like the freaking Flash here and we just travel between regions in seconds.
All right. Fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
also-
Let's say Cobalt just
I-
walked in through the door. Okay.
Well, we could also say because Zephyr has wings, he can avoid
Sure. that too.
obstacles like fallen stuff. Zephyr, not Zephyr.
Okay. You know what?
Cobalt can't.
Okay. Because this actually does open up a plot hole for we'll have something that happens later. Let's say that it took Cobalt actually 2 days to find Zephyr. Okay.
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 All right. So he just got back.
Oh, hi, Cobalt. Good morning.
How did it go?
Yeah. You could say that. You could say it went. He's still not
He's
coming
never
back.
coming back, is he?
Hey, he didn't say he wasn't going to come back. He just said he wasn't coming back in any soon. And I gave him permission to stay there.
All right.
Stay back.
I guess just let him do his own thing. There's not much to do. Chasing him will only make him angrier. Even if I'm worried sick.
And then I may have lost the scent. So
What?
Yeah,
Oh, we're never
know
gonna
where he's
find him
at now.
again. Oh, he's never coming back.
All right. Before Midoriya gets too depressed, I think
Too late.
it's I think it's time to kick things up a notch. Don't you think?
Okay. Yeah.
So let me go ahead and get this ready.
Time to kick things up a notch.
All right, guys.
Quiet, you're not in this.
This is where this season gets. This is where this season gets dark. So prepare yourselves.
Oh no. Zephyr fucking dies.
You guys haven't experienced this in a while. All of a sudden, you feel something familiar. It's a motherfucking dimensional scream.
Ow!
No,
Ow!
no,
Ow!
no,
Ow!
no,
Ow!
no.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Didn't miss the
No.
feeling of this.
Oh, I'm gonna go slap my head
And
against the wall. Hold on.
everyone on the team sees this, including Zephyr, wherever the fuck he is. You'll see where he is here in a bit.
How's Zephyr holding up with the sudden pain all of a sudden?
Yeah, Zephyr, you can RP this if you want. Why not?
Zephyr, off in the middle of bum fucking nowhere. He's flying around looking for a place to like stay, for out of sight. Feeling this pain, he falls out of the sky and catches himself on a branch. Jeez, what's going on?
Oh,
Why now? I just get away from him, and now, jeez, trouble really does follow you wherever you go, doesn't it, Cobalt?
all right, here we fucking go.
Damn!
We are going to see Team
Me?
Titanium on their
You
mission,
leave my babies alone!
and we can see the Eon duo being attacked by Hoopa and his Thunderous gang, as well as Spiritomb.
You bitch, get away from my babies. And Team Titanium too, I guess.
And speaking of Team Titanium, they have just arrived on the scene. Like this is their this was their South mission, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And upon seeing Spiritomb, upon recognizing a Pokemon who was there when his father died, Ryu's eyes, you could say they start bugging out. And his
Oh god, he's tweaking.
his breathing becomes harrowed and quick, and he flexes his muscles as he clenches his fists.
Oh no.
And he dashes, and he without warning, he darts forward towards Spiritomb and engages them in combat. And he says, "You guys split up. Spiritomb is mine." And yeah, his
Oh,
team
Lord.
look uncertain, but they obey and they charge into battle as well.
Interesting.
It's everyone else versus Hoopa, while Ryu's one-on-one with Spiritomb.
Oh dear.
Obviously
Oh
the
dear is
spotlight.
right.
Obviously the spotlight is going to be on Ryu here. If you guys are cool with that.
I don't care.
All right.
I just want food. Ow.
So Spiritomb, you guys knew him as a decently strong opponent, but no match for you back then. And you would think that they wouldn't stand a chance against Ryu either. But this time, Spiritomb's got Hoopa with them. They've learned a couple new tricks. As the battle continues, it's pretty clear that Spiritomb has adopted Hoopa's strategies to avoid Ryu's attacks. And we all know how strong he is now. But it seems no matter what kind of attacks he uses, what strategies he's doing, it becomes clear that Spiritomb is a lot faster currently.
To you two?
As the fight continues, it also becomes clear that Ryu is trying to avoid using lethal force to take down Spiritomb, but he's getting worn down by Spiritomb's attacks and sucker punches and such. And,
Oh dear.
and as Spiritomb lands another attack on Ryu, they say, "What's wrong, child? I thought the Guildmaster's son would be stronger than this!" And Ryu says, "I'm stronger than any of you can imagine!" As he says, as he misses another flash cannon and gets hit by another attack. And at this point, he's very heavily injured on his last legs. He rises to his feet, and his aura, which was indigo before to represent his father's aura, it is now black to represent his darkness. He struggles to get back on his feet as he tries to hold back his dark aura, the lethal force that he feels he might be cornered into using. And he says, "You all will not go unpunished. I swear of it. I'll avenge him. I will bring all of you down." And Spiritomb says, "In this state, you could never save anybody. Face the facts. No matter how strong you become, you will always be weak in his eyes." And you can tell that hearing this from one of the Pokemon who was involved in the death of his father, he wouldn't take that too well. And I think you all can guess what happens. But in case you haven't put it together, I'll do it for you. Ryu's dark aura, which he's been holding back this entire time, finally overwhelms him as he activates his Aura Storm ability. His face contorts in fury, and he dashes right towards Spiritomb. He channels Dark Pulse into his fists. His aura has been tainted completely black. And he strikes Spiritomb over and over and over and over again. And he screams angrily, "You couldn't possibly understand the pain I've been through to get this far. You were a part of the monsters that took my dad away from me. You won't hurt anyone ever again!" As his attacks become progressively more lethal, his screams become progressively more desperate. Spiritomb tries to fight back, but they're no match for this Pokemon who has lost so much and is now consumed by anger. And meanwhile, everyone on the battlefield, including Hoopa, stops fighting to see Ryu's rage. And Hoopa, being a child, he's visibly scared. And he says, "Oh, oh no, that guy. He looks really scary. Okay, guys, we gotta bounce. That Spiritomb, he's fucked. Let's just get out of here." And yeah, all the Pokemon involved, they skedaddle. You would expect someone to have made a move to stop Ryu by now, but no, none of the Pokemon here have seen a rage like this. Not even Latios, who was in a similar state when you guys met him a year ago.
No way.
Eventually, Spiritomb's body, as much of a fight as it tried to put up, their body stops moving entirely, and the odd keystone that kept their souls originally is completely shattered. Spiritomb is no more.
Holy fuck.
Oh, God.
Jenny, one of Ryu's closest friends, steps forward as Ryu sees the carnage he's created and looks visibly terrified at what he's done. And Jenny says, "What, Ryu? What did you just?" And as Ryu looks at one of his best friends, his face is soaked in a mixture of blood, sweat, and tears. As for whose blood and whose sweat and whose tears is anyone's guess. But overcome with emotion, he runs away northbound using extreme speed. And Jenny steps forward as if to chase him, but Latios, knowing the pain Ryu must be in, puts one of his hands on her shoulder and he shakes his head.
Jesus. Or Arceus, I guess. I don't know.
There is one more thing you guys see before the vision ends. I'll just let the image do the talking.
Oh! No, you stay the fuck away from him, you stupid bitch. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it.
And with that, the scream ends and you all return to consciousness.
Zephyr dies in 4K. Caught.
4K?
Yep.
So,
I
yep,
always knew we'd come to
Well-
this.
Ryu's a killer now.
Damn.
Well, I guess that means we're confronting him faster than you had hoped for, Midoriya.
I don't really want to die now, you know?
Well, he needs help. So we're helping
He
him.
might kill us.
You can hide if you
When has
want.
that stopped us
but
at all?
It stops me.
I'm still gonna go save him,
When?
especially since there's whoever he's going after is gonna need help too. Because I don't think we know Zephyr's in the north
Come on,
yet, right?
Midoriya. There you go.
Did we
Well, you
see
recognize-
Zephyr in that thing too, or?
Yes, you saw both of them, and you recognize the area they were in. I'll give you guys a reminder. It's the mountain you guys visited when, on your very first day to see Absol.
It's where we came up with our team name.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, Midoriya kind of thinks, and then he, it clicks, oh god, that was Zephyr. Oh, god.
We're gonna give him a new dawn or what?
I'm gonna give him a new fucking night if he touches Zephyr. Come here. Fucking zooms out. He's, going to save Zephyr. That's the one thing he doesn't fuck around with is Zephyr.
All right.
All right.
Touches
Come
him.
on. Come on, back Taco. We're going
And they're
with
like,
him.
"Yep." They're like, "Yep." Don't need to tell us twice.
I am going to rush on ahead because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than everybody here.
Get back. Go to the bathroom.
On the way,
Especially
pre-
Midoriya.
on the way, presumably, you guys meet up with Absol, who's also running, and she says, "It looks like you guys are going to where I am. I don't know what you saw, but I felt an aura blast that halfway across the continent, and I think there's only one Pokemon I know who can do that."
He needs help.
Yeah,
Also to
well-
be stopped before he hurts our teammates. So
I'm gonna put Absol on the map to signify that she's talking to you guys. There you go.
Our whole team is really weird in a way with, you know, the connections of old stories and we get to see shit that is going to happen maybe like, I don't know, minutes before it happens.
And she says,
We just get to so happen to see what actually happened.
"The
It's
dimensional
really
scream.
annoying sometimes.
The dimensional scream." Gorvile told me about this
Yeah.
ability.
Not fun. It's not fun. Anyway,
I think now is one of those
I'm going
occasions
to
where you can use
Accelerock
this.
my way.
Yes, let's use this ability for good. All right.
We've been using
when
it
you get
for
there, let
every
me know, and I'll
shiny
use
hit.
you as a beacon to teleport us all over.
All right. I'm gonna wait for Midoriya to come back
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I think you guys know what's gonna happen
I'm back.
next. All right, Zephyr, you ready?
I don't know how much time I have left
Yeah.
before I have to take the dog, but yeah, I'm back.
All
Cobalt,
right.
Cobalt is Accelerocking his way faster.
All right.
Yeah, Midoriya's just charging. He's terrified for Zephyr.
All right, Zephyr, let's do this, buddy.
All right.
God.
Ryu.
Damn.
Oh shit! I dropped my phone. Sorry. Ryu. He has just been running, tears streaking down his face, his dark aura surrounding his body, running endlessly until he gets to the top of a mountain, the peak of Vast Ice Mountain, the location of Team Udon's very first mission. And he runs relentlessly until he can't anymore, and he finds himself at the peak, where he sees where another Pokemon sees him, because he just so happens to be at the very same location.
Mm-hmm. Zephyr stands at the peak of the mountain, looking out toward the clouds below them and the sun shining high above. Considering the dimensional scream, he knew where he needed to be. He takes a look at the very familiar scene before him. The place that everything began, really. He takes a deep breath. I saw what happened.
He takes a look at you, and then looks back down at the ground, and he doesn't say anything.
Zephyr then turns around to look at Ryu directly. You know you could have taken Spiritomb down without killing him. Or was all that strength you boast about just a facade?
He looks back up at you and he says, "You know better than anyone. My strength isn't fake. It was either him or me."
Maybe. But you could have held back. You didn't need to use that kind of force, man. You could have done something. There's plenty of opportunities to stop.
They killed my dad. Mercy is out of the question. For all of them.
All of them. Does that mean you'll kill anyone involved? Am I next?
What the hell is coming out of your beak? Are you telling me you would have let them live? You would have spared them? You wouldn't have avenged him?
Zephyr takes a few steps forward to be at like the edge of the little pedestal. I don't think your dad would have wanted this. He would have wanted to see you be a hero, not a killer.
And once again, upon hearing another Pokemon, talk about someone so dear to him, in what he feels is a callous manner, Ryu's dark aura flares up behind him. He glares at Zephyr in rage, and he rises to his feet, taking a step towards Zephyr. Don't you dare pretend to know what Dad would have wanted for me. You are not his son. I was.
Because Zephyr is still not in the best headspace himself, and seeing just how enraged and angry that he is, Zephyr comes to an idea in his head that he starts thinking to himself. Such strength. Maybe, just maybe, beating the Guildmaster's son. Maybe this is the way that I could finally get to where I need to be. To evolve. Zephyr then hops down from his spot directly across from him. For you. And he puts his right talon forward and and spreads out his wings. And he's ready to fight as he glances at him with a twinkling in his eye. And he's about to see me bring you down.
Ryu is obviously hurt by Zephyr talking about his dad, along with everything that comes with killing someone for the first time. Ryu's aura, his dark aura, the black aura, his darkness, threatens to overtake his body again as his anger manifests in his aura and flares up behind him like a wildfire. And he turns his back on Zephyr. He glances over his shoulder and he says, "How are you gonna take me down? If you couldn't beat me before, nothing is going to change today. Don't tempt me, runt."
You did fucking not.
As soon as that word leaves Ryu's mouth, Zephyr's eye twitches. His talons dig into the icy top that they stand upon, and all his feathers get ruffled, making himself just all that little bit bigger as he glares at Ryu. You don't get to call me that. Get it? Because I will take you down, because the change this time is I don't have to worry about anyone else getting involved. It ends here. Either I bring you down, or you kill me. I guess we'll see what happens this time. You're all mine! Bastard!
And Ryu says,
And Zephyr immediately goes on the attack.
yeah, and Ryu replies, give it your best shot. It won't be enough. And they engage each other in combat. Ryu using his dark aura, knowing even though, it's not gonna be it's gonna be not very effective against Zephyr, he doesn't care. He's fighting with anger, not strategy.
All the while, Zephyr is going to take advantage of that blinding anger, even though he's feeling it as well, and he just goes for a repeated combination of aerial aces into rock smashes to gradually weaken down Ryu's defenses, so that I can hit harder and harder and harder with every attack, because that's all that Zephyr knows. Hitting hard and trying to make sure nothing gets right back up.
All right, and again, no dice rolling this time. I'm just gonna RP how I think this would turn out. Zephyr, you can tell you as you fight him, you remember his words that he said. If I try to use my power against anyone not weak to these moves, they will be not very effective. But that's not really believable right now because he's in Aura Storm, and you can feel his anger and his power, despite the fact that he did not start this fight at full health. And eventually, the both of you land attacks against each other that send you flying across opposite sides of the mountain. And Ryu looks at you again, it's the same look a while ago that he gave you during the sparring match, as if a wild animal was staring down somebody who just shot them with a shotgun. And he says, I have had just about enough! As he roars in the sky. And he prepares a move that's familiar to you. It's Aura Sphere, but this time, instead of indigo like it was before, it's pitch black. And the shadow that appears behind him is not his father, it's an image of himself.
Then go ahead and give me your best damn shot. If this is all you can do to get your anger out, then you'd better not miss this time.
And you know what? Can we have Zephyr lunge forward too? Because, again, a cool plot thing is about to happen here in a second. But yeah.
He lunges himself forward, and
Oh shit.
he goes into a spiral. His wings glow as he goes for another aerial ace, aiming to cut through that aura sphere when it gets launched.
And Ryu prepares
and using as much momentum as he can to cut through it and strike at Ryu.
And Ryu decides, fuck using it as a sphere. He's gonna channel into his fist again, and he's gonna punch you. He's gonna meet your attack with an attack. But just before it can connect, the both of you get, in League of Legends terms, I'm gonna say ganked by someone meaningful to you,
You really did it.
as Absol tackles Ryu out of the way, and Cobalt, I presume, tackles Zephyr out of the way, causing each of their attacks to go flying in separate directions.
And Zephyr gets knocked back.
And Ryu's aura just ends up
Like,
exploding
the moment
in
they're
the air.
push back Cobalt. Cobalt's already in front of Zephyr.
And
This is a different kind of look Cobalt as well at this point. His tail, Cobalt's tail is glowing. He's got Brick ready. As he turns to Ryu and he's like, "You need to calm down. You need to stop. You are shaming your father's name. They may not be able to say anything, but I know I can."
And to add to that, Absol steps forward and she says, "What in Arceus' name are you two doing up here? Those attacks were a little too intense for a sparring match. Were you trying to kill each other?"
You know how it gets.
Cobalt's
A
gonna
little too into things.
Cobalt is gonna turn to Midoriya. Midoriya, grab him.
Yeah, Midoriya is like, because he's the slowest out of the group, even though Tapu
Please.
Lele is there, he's kind of like charging up the ice as fast as he can, and he like manages to get to the top. Zephyr!
Damn it. Not now.
Yeah, Midoriya just
Oh.
charges towards
Grab him.
Zephyr.
Ready.
Zephyr!
Zephyr is trying to like put some distance between himself, like, but he is injured, and he, especially right now, despite anytime he tries, he just crashes back onto the ground.
Why are you trying to run from me?
Yeah, Midoriya, you catch him.
Yeah, Midoriya's got him like in his
He's-
vines. He's
he's
being
not-
very careful.
He's not going anywhere.
Stop running from me.
Damn it.
All right. And now that Zephyr's
Yeah,
been
Zephyr is all battered and bruised. He's definitely spitting up some stuff.
Yeah, he's trying not to cry, but it's there. Like he's got the tears in his eyes. He's just trying to hold them back as long as he can.
Yeah, speaking of tears, upon hearing Cobalt say he's putting shame on his father's name, Ryu looks at him and then looks at Absol, and he opens his mouth as if he's going to say something and argue with you, but in a rare moment of humility, he says nothing and bows his head in shame instead. And next is Tapu Lele, his master, because she also sensed his aura from many, many miles away. And
At this point,
Ryu
everybody's felt the
Ryu keeps eye contact with her as if he's resigned himself to his fate. But instead of yelling at him like he was expecting, she hugs him instead. And the weight of today's events is too much for him, and he breaks down in her arms. And Absol lets out a big sigh, and she walks over to Cobalt and she says, "Good work there. Thank you."
Honestly, in either situation, it could have been either of us. As much as I looked up to him, up to Lucario, as much as Ryu did, I can agree with his stance. If I had not had my friends, I probably would be on a revenge path as well. I would want the same thing he did. I know how he feels.
And she says, I hope you all can lead an example for him. Show him what he can be.
Midoriya.
You're an idiot.
I know.
What would I have done if he killed you?
I don't know.
Stop running from me. He kind of like pulls him in as hard as he can.
Zephyr doesn't fight it anymore. He just resigns himself to his fate. And he's crying too. Because ultimately, in his mind, he's failed to the highest degree. I love you too.
Cobalt's trying to walk him by, and he's kind of gives Midoriya kind of a nod, just kind of like, take your time. We'll leave when you guys are ready.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And meanwhile, Topo walks up to Absol and she says, "It might be best if I take Ryu with me for the time being. Tell Team Titanium, I deeply apologize. I know he just reunited with them and everything, but." And Absol says, "No, not at all. I understand completely. I'll let them know."
Midoriya kind of looks over. Wait. He kind of like walks over to Ryu. I'm sorry.
And yeah, Ryu, he just finished like having a panic attack, and he's breathing heavily, but he does manage to say, "Me too."
Midoriya, despite the tears in his eyes, he kind of pulls Ryu in close and pats his head with one of his vines. It's okay. You don't need to be strong all the time.
And all he can do is nod as he goes back to Tapo Lele, and they teleport away.
Talk to me. Please.
Fine. But can we look out to the view first? It's been a very long time since we've been here.
Of course. Only if I get to hold you. No offense, but I don't really trust you not to do anything drastic.
I didn't think you were going to let go of me anyway.
Never. Do you want the others to be here?
Zephyr, say yes.
I was gonna say, if you guys want some time alone, let us
whispering in
know.
his ears.
Not even Arceus. It's fucking. Oh god, it'd be fucking Celebi because she's lost someone. So she's like, bitch, if you don't take this opportunity now, I will show you a future where Midoriya doesn't exist, you slut.
Zephyr,
Why the
say
fuck
yes.
did he do? Rufa is actually on our side, just being a little shit. Celebi in his other ear. If you don't say yes, I will personally show you a world where
God.
the door is
Yes,
dead.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, if
And
you guys want a second alone, just let us let us know. We'll take a step back.
Midoriya is just nuzzling him.
Zephyr just lets him. He can't really do much right now. His wings are completely screwed, and his claws and talons are very much damaged. Even standing on his own is going to be a pain.
You're such an idiot. But you're my idiot.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I
You're
will
only
be.
doing what you needed to.
I meant about the comment. About me saying you were little.
Taco walks up to Cobalt and he says, "Is this where you got your name? Is this the sunrise you were telling us about?"
Yeah, this actually is where it all started with. Besides you two, this is kind of where it all started. Absol was here. We were tasked in helping find Absol, and we all
And
looked out at the sunset and
Absol
came up with the
says,
name of New Dawn.
"Yes, things were so much simpler back then."
Oh, like you wouldn't believe.
The view is so
Back then, it was
pretty.
just rescue this. Back then, it was just rescue this Pokemon, find this item. What's hey, you've got world devastating events to stop.
And she says, "Yes."
Oddly enough, I wouldn't change a thing.
You know what
wouldn't
I
a
change?
thing. Oddly.
Me running away.
Yes, that. I was going
Yeah.
to say, I wish we could sleep here. Wake up to this view every day. Maybe we'll come visit this place more.
Huh.
It would be beautiful.
Kind of gives you a hope. You know, if we weren't called Team New Dawn, I imagine we would have been called Team New Hope.
That's also got a ring to it.
Well, if we're stuck in this world, maybe eventually we'll split and we'll make our own team. We'll have a
May
competition
the
with
force
Cobalt.
be with May the force be with you.
The what?
I'm
Ah,
sorry, I
right.
couldn't help
Strange human things from another world.
it.
Not
Sorry.
human
That
things
is-
from my world.
That is, of course, if you'll still have me after this stunt I pulled.
Duh.
I was never in question.
Yeah. And if Cobalt doesn't accept you back, we'll make our own team. Me and you. And Aotsuki if she wants to join, but I'm pretty sure she just bounces around the two teams. It'd be funny.
Why not?
You know you're in a lot of trouble after this, right?
Oh, I know. I'm gonna get an earful from everybody.
I'm surprised I'm not in more trouble. I did kind of confront Ryu and blame him for you going
Oh no!
away.
Oh no! Your punishment's coming. Don't worry.
No,
It's
I already
coming, don't worry.
apologized,
No,
man.
no,
No,
no. You know what your
I
punishment
that
is?
sounds like
what?
You're helping me train Zephyr. That's what.
Oh, with what? I'm not fast, and I'm not that strong.
No, but you
No,
make a
but
good
just watch
target.
us me and him go one on
What
one.
the hell? I am not being the target.
A good target. What the fuck?
No, you just. No,
No.
watch me and him go
No.
one on
Oh
one.
my god.
No holds
That's
barred.
Ugh.
You can tell that she is like exhausted.
You guys are evil towards me sometimes. I wouldn't have it any other way. He kind of like goes and looks out at the sunrise again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Zephyr
what I'm
right.
gonna do for you is you're all getting mandatory counseling sessions. I will find a psychologist if it kills me.
Can mine be for alligator? No, I think she'd need one from me. Yeah.
It's all good. I'm already his therapist.
You are? I thought I was your therapist.
Have
And
I
that's
ever had?
always the
Have I ever told
problem.
you a problem?
No, and that's the issue. Starting now, you will. So tell me. Right, that's what we were talking about. I got distracted. The view's beautiful.
Later, please.
Fine.
When we get back, and I'm not aching every time I move.
You know, the view is as beautiful as you. Come on.
Liar. Nothing's more beautiful than you.
Ugh,
Ladies.
liar.
There is
Wasted.
one more thing I wanted to do. It was a short session today, I think, but
Yay.
I think
Short but emotional.
yes. There is one more thing I wanted to do. I'm gonna take you guys back to your dorm.
Okay. Oh god, Aotsuki, why are you... Get off me. You're not riding me. I'm not your steed.
All right, I'm gonna put Zephyr in here, and I'm
Oh.
gonna put Mac over here. I guess anyone who wants to join this conversation can.
Ooh, Mac getting some spotlight. I'm curious.
I was gonna do this with Cobalt, but we kind of skipped past it, so I guess maybe Cobalt should be here for this.
He's
All
eavesdropping.
right, I'll jump.
All right,
I'll step in.
so yeah. Mac, I guess Zephyr. You know what? I'm just gonna force this conversation. Let's assume that Zephyr let both of them in. Okay. And Mac says, "I've wanted to ask you this ever since we got back from the tower. But is it our fault? Is it our fault you ran away? Because it was right after we evolved, and I thought about it after the fact and realized that must have been one of the reasons why everything happened. So, was it our fault?"
Fuck. I'd be lying if I said that it didn't contribute.
Oh.
I don't know why. But no matter what I do or how hard I try, I just can't. No matter how hard I train. And then all of a sudden, you guys who showed up late, which is nothing to you, it's nothing personal. But seeing you guys do it before me did set me off. And then that combined with everything else that's been happening, everything I've been feeling, just... I blew my lid.
And normally I'd have Mac continue with this because he's the more level-headed one, but I'm gonna have a rare smart Taka moment. And he pokes his head in and he goes, can I chime in?
I assume you were going to eventually. Go ahead.
And he says, he says maybe he says from what I've heard, Braviary doesn't become Braviary until again. Okay, out of game. This is my headcanon. Okay, this is my headcanon. You can correct me if I'm
Right.
wrong about any of this, but this is my headcanon. Just putting that out there. If you guys want to add to
Ye-
it, sure. Okay,
Ooh.
back to RP. Taka says, from my understanding, Braviary doesn't become Braviary until it needs to defend either itself or its loved ones in some kind of struggle. It's like a coming of age thing for them. So maybe the conditions just haven't been met for you yet. It's not
Maybe.
it might not be your fault necessarily, for lack of better words. The timing just hasn't been right. And maybe back in the times when you guys were in danger, your experience just wasn't high enough at the time. Like when you guys got kidnapped by Dragapult. You guys had just started back then, right? So yeah.
Yeah. I guess so. I just. What you say makes sense. I just. Just how many times am I gonna have to do that before it finally clicks?
And Taka says, well, there is that Hoopa guy.
Hoopa himself isn't threatening. Think about it. If he was strong, if the little Hoopa was strong at all, it would be fighting directly instead of summoning a whole bunch of help. I mean, sure, it could still call for help and fight, but it just avoids things.
And
That's all it does.
Taka says,
Oh.
I don't know. That bottle thing he's talking about. You remember that? He said he said that's not even his
Yeah.
final form, whatever that means.
Oh wait, they'd probably be able to ask. They'd probably be able to ask Midoriya since he's an actual trainer.
Yeah. And
So
yeah,
Midoriya is cooking with Aotsuki if they want to come ask him real quickly,
Sure,
or if
Taka's
he
like-
like overhears it.
Taka like, you know what? Maybe I can ask Midori about this. And yeah, he's gonna do that. You guys can come if you
Hmm.
want.
I'm kind of bed struck right at the moment.
Midoriya can walk in then with some food. Like he bumps into Taka as he's leaving with some food.
It-
Thanks, Aotsuki.
Mhm.
Oh,
Anytime.
hello.
And he goes, oh hey, we kind of needed you. You can bring Aotsuki if you want. We can have the whole party in here. Why not?
Aotsuki, do you want to come with us, or do you want to finish cooking?
I just hit a good stopping point. I have to let this bake for about
Okay,
30 more minutes, and then we'll be ready to eat.
sure. All right.
All right. So
Hey,
yeah.
Or like
hon.
the next course will be ready.
All right. So you
Hey,
guys
baby.
are all in here, and Taka says, all right. Now that the gang's all here, Midoriya, do you happen to have Hoopa in your world?
Yeah,
All right.
he's a mythical.
All right. I don't know what that means, but that's good. So
It's on par with not on par, but it's kind of like Mew in a way.
Huh.
Mew and a few other Pokemon, because in my world there's legendaries and there's mythicals. Mythicals being Jirachi, Mew, I think Mew, Hoopa, and the legendaries would be Arceus, the Bird Trio, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Ho-Oh, Lugia, all those.
I thought Arceus would be the mythical of mythicals, but whatever.
No, he's
That's not
technically a
the
legendary.
that's not the point. The point is he was talking about the bottle thing. He said it would unlock his
Mm.
final form or whatever. Do you know anything about that?
Mm,
Because Zephyr here is
bottle.
saying that Hoopa's not that dangerous, which I'm inclined to believe
Oh no,
him. But
Hoopa's plenty dangerous. Just the fact that it can summon other creatures is just terrifying, even if it's not frontline fighting. A bottle? Bottle. He's like trying to remember.
And Taka said, remember, he was talking about his current form not being his real form.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be 20 feet tall or whatever.
Oh! Oh, right! The Hoopa we're fighting now is called Hoopa Confined. The final form he's talking about is Hoopa Unbound. Right now he's Psychic Ghost, but when he goes Unbound, he's Psychic Dark. And yeah, he's terrifying. I remember books about it.
And Taka goes, is he actually 20 feet tall? Was he lying about that?
No, he's 21. He's 6.5 meters actually. So he's
Fucking hell.
21 inch. He's 21. He's 21 feet tall. 4 inches.
That's a lot of feet.
He also weighs like 1,000 pounds. So he's really heavy.
Man,
That's
he's
one big
got
mother.
he's just
how
a
many?
big guy.
I think he has at least 5 or 6 arms too. That's what the book was showing me. I wanted to be a Pokemon professor in my world.
So that's
Someone
how
who
you know.
researches Pokemon. Yeah, I research Pokemon a lot.
Hi, girl. Come here.
Let's see. What do I remember about Unbound Hoopa?
Is he strong? The Unbound Hoopa?
Let me remember one of the Pokedex entries. I'm just pulling one up because he's
Sure.
a nerd, so he knows this.
He would just know from memory.
He would, yeah. I'm gonna read from both Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because these are funnier.
Sure.
So he's kind of recalling. In its true form, it possesses a huge amount of power. Legends of its avarice tell how it once carried off an entire castle to gain the treasure hidden within. It is said to be able to seize anything it desires with its 6 rings and 6 huge arms. With its power sealed, it is transformed into a much smaller form.
Moved a castle. Oh man.
Just for treasure. It would become Psychic Dark when it's unbound.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And yet it can still be beaten by a 10-year-old with Pokemon.
Huh?
Like,
God damn it, dude.
Jesus.
Who would win, one legendary Pokemon or what, or
What is
6
this?
small boys?
Midoriya kind of like pulls out a piece of paper and starts sketching a small sketch of what Unbound Hoopa would look like, and then he kind of like holds it up. This is what he looks like Unbound.
Oh my god. He's a lot scarier.
He's pretty big and heavy. Plus the fact that he has the ability to summon other Pokemon, whether it be legendaries or anything, he could probably summon like a Regigigas or Arceus himself if he really wanted.
For
I
those
thought
who...
that was kind of goofy.
Oh shit, sorry. There you go. For those who don't know what Hoopa looks like, there it is. Sorry, the image is
he's
small.
a big boy.
Yeah. Here, I can post a better
Oh, wow.
resolution.
He's
There you go.
a fugly looking guy.
There you go. Oh
I
wait.
just thought it was such a goofy design.
Yeah.
Right.
Goofy but strong.
There you go. That's a
The fact
better...
he can carry off an entire castle just because he wanted to.
That's a better resolution.
I mean, I can create a black hole if I want to. That doesn't mean I'm strong.
I mean, technically it does. I'm just saying, Hoop is not an opponent we want to take lightly. I know I was messing with him originally, but he seemed to be playing around too. However, if we were to get
Yeah.
into a fight with Unbound Hoopa, I don't think we'd be coming out with at least a couple deaths if we aren't careful.
And
Oh,
Mac
yes,
goes...
absolutely.
And Mac says, hey, you can evolve against that guy, right?
Huh? Absolutely not. I am not putting Zephyr in that harm's
Hey,
way.
we already encountered him once. We're probably going to encounter him
he's
again.
not in Unbound form.
I don't know. just saying.
I'm telling you, if
Zephyr
we,
is just looking at the picture.
I'm trying to give us some
if
hope
we
here, okay?
encounter him in his unbound form, I'd rather we not deal with it. We're not qualified for that, even if you think we are.
Yeah, we're not 10-year-old
Zephyr-
kids with a team of Pokemon.
Go ahead. Hun.
Sorry.
Zephyr is looking at the picture, and he just kind of lets a small smile appear. I need to fight that.
What?
Absolutely.
No.
And Taka goes,
I'm
"Oh
not
hell yeah,
fighting
that's
you,
the
and I tell
spirit,
you-
boy."
No. We are not fighting it.
If it comes down to it, we
If it
can
comes
beat
down
it.
to- Yeah, but who has to die for that to happen?
And
No one.
Taka says, "I don't know. You guys beat
You stay
Primal
out of this. You make reckless
Dialga."
decisions. You make terrible
I'm-
decisions. You stay out of this.
And he's like, yeah, he's right. I do make terrible decisions.
Exactly. We all make terrible decisions. None of us can be trusted. Especially you and Zephyr. No offense, darling. You make very bad decisions sometimes.
You think I
would
don't
take
know that?
offense,
I
but
jumped
I'm
out
the
a
one
window.
joking around about it, so.
I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, we still have to
I
get the window repaired.
You're
I
fine.
don't know if Midoriya should be able to speak about, making smart decisions when he ran off to face a bunch of Arbok and
I
Frickin'
said we all make dumb decisions. I didn't say everyone except me makes. No, I said everyone, which
I'm
means
just-
me too.
I'm just saying. I didn't say none of us did. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing yours out more.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna point out his.
And on that note, I
To be
think
fair, that's all.
casserole's finished.
Oh, goody.
Pretty sure
Oh,
that's
right,
all
he
my
kinda
life has
holds
been is bad decisions.
He kind of holds up the tray of small foods he's brought. You hungry? Me and Aotsuki were making dinner.
Where the fuck did you hide that?
My pumpkin.
He's literally Link.
Of course you do.
He just has a fucking infinite pouch.
He technically has his pumpkin, so he can store a lot of stuff in there.
As I
He can
said,
store,
infinite
like,
pouch.
Yeah, literally, he could just put Aotsuki in there,
What the fuck?
and then she just creates a black
pumpkin is the
hole.
bag of
He'll
holding.
die, but he's got the pumpkin of holding. He's got the pumpkin of
the
holding in there.
pumpkin of
In order to make
holding?
a black hole, she has to use all of her power.
Wait, why doesn't
Yeah.
the pumpkin hold the black hole? What kind of fucking fake ass infinite pouch is
Because
this?
black hole will fucking eat Midoriya alive.
Bruh.
It's a black
You're-
hole.
Duh.
Bruh.
Anyways, hungry?
Yes, please.
All right, eat up.
Regardless, we'll do our best to make sure he doesn't go like that. But if he does,
Maybe. He needs a
somebody
Digini
does have to
bottle.
take him out or he does some super bad stuff.
Yeah, he does need a Digini bottle for that. That must be the bottle he was talking about. However, he's also bound to that bottle.
If he does do something, we'll probably be the ones that are called to help because nobody else can do a fucking thing in this world.
If Arceus
Oh, we're gonna
How
need
many
help.
world
right now, I'm going to
events?
giggle.
How many
Casserole?
world events?
Yes, please.
Yes.
you get this
Lastly,
Oh,
I'll
right.
take one.
Oh.
Alright.
Berry casserole.
I think that's good. Is that a good place to end it?
Yep.
That was a
We're-
good.
Yep. With everyone
Alright,
eating,
I gotta go.
Zephyr's home. Bye, Venti.
I got one thing.
I gotta go take my dog out.
Yeah, I know.
And Bughead go
Yeah,
get
I
him
know, but
home.
it's mainly for Zephyr.
I'll text you, hun.
When you're better, Zephyr, we're training.
All right.
Ouch.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And then I can talk about all my problems with you guys later. Ow.
And Arceus
Don't
knows there's a lot of them.
Here, give me your wing. I'll reapply the splint.
Thank you.
You're
Love
welcome.
you.
You're lucky I love you too, otherwise you'd be getting a smack.
Oh, that's coming either way. I know that.
No.
You wouldn't need anything.
Fucking body slam. Midoriya learns body
All right.
slam.
Aotsuki,
Oh
can
God,
you?
Kai's gonna make a big deal about this when he learns what happened. Fuck!
All right, Aotsuki, send
Who's
us
gonna make a big deal?
send us off, please.
All right, people. So this stream was pretty darn emotional and heavy. And so, to all of the people watching this stream, please seek help before you hurt yourself or others. If it is impacting your life, impacting your relationships, if you are no longer fully in control, or even if you are just having trouble with getting stuck in spirals or thought loops, it's okay to seek out help if you can. It's more courageous to look for help than to suffer. Grief counseling is there for those who are struggling with a loved one passing. Inferiority complexes aren't a joke, they're serious problems. Depression and anxiety can kill. It doesn't matter what shape your mental pain takes, it's still pain. Anyone who would make you feel bad for getting help isn't worth your time. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Sometimes even more so. Get help before it becomes a serious problem if you can. It's worth it. For yourself, for those you love, and for a better tomorrow.
Here, here.
All right, that's a good place to stop. Let me see if I can rate it. Let me see if I can rate out.
Second it.
If not, I'll just get off. But we'll see. I'll try to rate out. Oh, Will's on. Yeah, we gotta raid Will.
Oh, we gotta raid the boy.
Yep, gotta raid our boy Ostrich. But hopefully he can join us next week. Aaron, you're off next week, right? On Friday? I don't remember what you said. I think you said you were off.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think so.
The 6th?
I'll double check when I go.
Because hopefully,
Yeah, I
because
think
we'll
I'm
be
off,
playing.
but I'll
Because
dou-
we'll
I'll
be
dou-
playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So, at least presumably.
Oh, I don't have EDO Pro set up yet.
Well, shit, boy. Guess you better get that before next Friday. But yeah, hey
Oh,
guys.
my PC isn't
Hey guys.
working correctly sometimes.
One of the best sessions yet. I'm sorry it was short, but I was looking forward to this pretty much since we started the season. I knew something like this was going down, and you guys made it incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you next Friday for some Yu-Gi-Oh. Until then, take care and good night.
Bye. Don't
Good
pull a
night.
me, please.
I was really
What a-
trying not to say that.